Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 14, Week 4. We still don't have these goddamn Season 14 tickets. Today we're taking a look at Ganker x Ganker taking on the brothers against NATO. And with me here, we have Manoy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And believe it or not, I actually got him on a non-live game for once. And it wasn't even because his girl's involved. It's Randy, the Doctor of Dota.
I miss girl, bro.
Ganker x Ganker. Well, by the way, no Kid Dynamite with Ganker x Ganker this week.
Everybody. It's a BlueJay draft.
Yep. Everyone seems to be here for Brothers against NATO. Last time we saw, Nature's Prophet first. That's definitely going to be for Looter. Abaddon coming out next, likely for Line. Last time we saw BlueJay drafting was for the good guys back in Mage 2. So far, quite a lightning round coming out. Both teams banned without any reserve time. Remaining. First 3 picks come out without any reserve time.
5 seconds there you go.
I believe Looter, this is his best hero, and Lion, this is his best hero, so insta-pick.
Yep, the
Witch Doctor.
Take up the Witch Doctor here at the end of this round. I gotta say, I hope for Witch Doctor's sake, he's not laning against Abaddon. I don't think he is, but that's a very, very bad support matchup for Witch Doctor.
The team's bad in the Prophet too. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a bad pick. I don't know why they pick Witch Doctor.
No worth.
Probably just comfort pick, maybe, or
likely.
One of the best, most played hero. So.
I mean, I can tell you this much, I like Witch Doctor against Nature's Prophet a hell of a lot more than I like him against Abaddon. Abaddon pretty much just, completely gets rid of him in lane, more or less.
I mean, they pick, like, both boss 5, right? So who do you think is gonna be boss for here, Jakiro or Witch Doctor?
More likely Jakiro. It's gonna be Abaddon 5, so he's gonna be laning against Jakiro, which is a more annoying lane for Abaddon to deal with at the very least. Still not that bad.
I mean, purges all this shit, so it's okay.
Yeah, but purges all Jakiro's stuff, but he can't really purge the ice path if he's standing in it himself. And it's quite a heavy mana expense to, like, especially to purge off like the liquid fires, for example. It's kind of
I think you just purge dual breath and be happy with that.
It's been a while, like, since I see like Dawnbreaker. I'm surprised they banned it. I feel like nobody picks Dawnbreaker anymore. So.
Yeah, I've not seen it in a single game I've done this season.
Yeah, it's I think basically every single Dawnbreaker pick this tournament has been played by Rada. I think
sure that's not true. I think I saw one game.
I think a couple of other Dawnbreakers have been around, but for the most part it seems to have fallen off after like week 2.
Yeah, people are done with that hero. What can you do?
Interesting decision to ban it here, given that, like, if you know the Ganker x Ganker lineup, you know for the most part for a fact this is going to be a pause 3 Nature's Prophet.
Yeah.
That's an issue I noticed with the brothers against NATO is it doesn't seem like Kami really scouts the enemy team much when he does his bans, like and I can tell you this from first-hand experience, they banned out my Abaddon in both games even when they knew I wasn't going to be like playing him basically for a fact. They banned out like heroes that nobody on the Bean Pin lineup actually runs. I thought that was interesting.
Faceless Void.
Picking up the Rubik here, kind of Void in response and Earthshaker.
That's a weird pick, Earthshaker. They just pick Rubik and then you pick Earthshaker. That's like
it's kind of cursed, no?
Yeah, the Void with the Rubik can also be kind of disastrous. 10 seconds remaining.
It's fine. That's fine. I mean, just the Earthshaker because Rubik can steal the Fisher. I mean, Rubik game looks good right now. Like he can steal a lot of spell here. So
you're not gonna get anything done in a Chronosphere yourself as Rubik, but you can certainly drop it in an inconvenient place on the enemy team at a bad time for them. Just as long as you remember to not hit your own teammates.
If Void is dead, and if you don't hit your own teammates, yeah.
Shaker off lane, maybe, right? Or mid? Probably
I don't
off
know.
lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
most
very-
likely 3 Shaker.
It's weird to like they pick Void and Earthshaker without like zero synergy inside the chrono, so
Yeah, they, I guess they're counting on the Witch Doctor ult and the Jakiro ult to get the chrono damage done, which
And you can also put a Fisher in between Void and who he's hitting.
that's
Yeah,
true. You
that-
can do that.
yes you can. I mean, if Rubik's still Fisher, he can stop Witch Doctor ult like
Yeah,
easily.
that's true.
So.
By the way, ban on Wraith King, even though he's
Wait,
like 2-9 in this tournament so far.
Rubik Fisher looks better than Shaker Fisher in this game. I don't know.
So far, I like the Faceless Void pick here. Like, he can kill most likely everybody except for Abaddon. He doesn't need to focus Abaddon for that
Yeah.
chrono.
There's not going to be any pressing reason for him to do that. Yeah.
If you chrono like an Ember, you're happy with that. So
Yep. Or Natures.
The
But
the Furion, I feel like, is gonna have a tough game when it gets to the open game anyway. Even without Void, I don't think he necessarily needed to chrono on him. I feel like he's gonna have a hard time dealing with the support line and the Earthshaker, especially when it starts getting to an open game. Like, Nature's Prophet goddamn hates Jakiro. Hates nothing in the world like he hates Jakiro. Hates nothing in the world like he hates the Earthshaker.
But I think the Nature's Prophet offlane here is gonna be like gonna have free farm. He has like Nature's Prophet and Rubik maybe in the lane, and against Faceless Void and Jakiro or Witch Doctor. So yeah,
Void
free
Witch
either way,
Doctor. Yeah, it's a free lane, but on the other hand, goddamn, it's going to be a hard game. He has to get hell of a lot of money to move that forward. The Lina coming out last year just to put one last bit of salt on that wound, just to make absolute sure there's never going to be a point in this game where he's going to be able to just casually TP away from anything.
yeah, I like this Lina pick because it's good in the chrono too. So, and it's good against Ember mid, so you're not gonna lose mid. Maybe
Yep.
equal, but if you lose mid, there's something wrong. So it's either be equal or win in Lina.
It's also a good cleanup type hero for the other heroes on our team. Like, you know, Earthshaker. Let's say we have a fight where Earthshaker goes in, gets a big Echo Slam. All Lina needs to do is just throw in Q and just look angrily at everybody for a couple of seconds. It's a lot of kills. She's really good at doing that. You know, Witch Doctor hits Maledict on somebody, Lina just ults them and they die. It's like that sort of stuff. Puck here.
So it's Ember safe lane.
Yep,
Ember
Ember
carry.
one.
Okay. I mean, I see what's the Ganker X trying to do. They just want to run at them. So
Oh, the brothers against NATO took Coffee Cat off of pause one. That's a little sad. I gotta be honest with you. Actually, they appear to have a stand-in here over Luth, but that wouldn't change anything. Yeah, that wouldn't change anything. Looks like the brothers against NATO lineup has decided to change out here. I don't know. I kind of feel like looking at this, kind of like I felt about when Baladac tried this last season at around this point, the ED and H lineup change. It's like, you might as well at this point just stick with your original lineup and just try to make it a learning season, you know? You know, doing this, I don't know how much it's going to reverse the fortune, or rather misfortune, you've been having, but, you know, I don't know. Not the biggest fan of in the world. Tell you what I am a big fan of. I'm a big fan of the Puck this game, I think. Really be just terrible if Puck gets in the Chronosphere, but in every other case, Puck, I feel like, is pretty good against this lineup.
I think it's pretty good. It's Jopa. I know him kinda. I think Kami didn't scout Jopa. I think that's his best hero, Puck. So yeah, he probably didn't scout him. I like the lineup for the brothers. NATO. I mean, it's easy to execute, kinda.
Yeah, I think
Just
the
have one-
biggest biggest problem with the Brothers against NATO lineup is that you've got so many guys who are going in so many different directions. It's like any of those individual directions, it's easy to get something done with. Like, it's easy to get a good Chronosphere, and it's easy to get, like, say, a good Echo Slam. It's just that those things are not going to be, like, mutually conducive to each other in a team fight, if that makes sense. Like,
I mean, they have like all their hero has disabled, so it should be easy to execute, kinda. But it's hard to catch like Puck and Ember too in the Chronosphere because they can dodge Chrono.
The problem isn't going to be like the catch. It's going to be like the what happens after the catch part of the game. It's like, okay, you know, you got a million tons of stun, but it's like, you know, what Earthshaker wants to do in a fight is just directly antithetical to what Void wants to do in a fight. You know, and both of those things. Well, Lena's like a good accoutrement to that. You know, she kind of needs somebody else to be going first. Somebody else to be pulling out in front of her in this particular game, or else some of these heroes like Puck or Ember Spirit are just going to chew her up. I don't know. It's like, it's going to be really easy to start a fight for the Brothers against NATO, but the hard part is going to be actually fighting once it begins, if that makes sense for this team.
They have Axe Shaker to go in, so.
Yeah.
But their early game, I think it's hard. If Lina has a good early game, then they can. But mid game, Ember, NP, and Puck, they only need like one item, and then they can just run around and kill everybody. I mean, same thing for the Brothers, like Witch Doctor and just Fisher, you can kill anybody. Right. So.
Well, I mean, it might be a little hard to kill the Earthshaker with that the Ember Spirit with that particular combo.
It's definitely hard to kill the Earthshaker with it.
Yeah, it's very, very hard to kill the Earthshaker with it. You know, need Rubik on the job for that one. But the Ember Spirit might be a little hard to knock out with that particular combo. You know, they need more than that, basically, or else he's just gonna, you know, he's able to dodge Casket. Able to dodge Cask, able to get the hell out. Anyway, so that being said, it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. It's time for the roll call. Position 1 for Ganker x Ganker. You've got BlueJay, who is temporarily captain of the team as Kid Dynamite is out with the sniffles on the Ember Spirit. Pause 2, you've got Jopa from Gosu Academy on the Puck, sponsored by K-Side, who is also watching this game. There's a massive audience for this particular game for whatever reason. Pause 3, you've got Looter, last name Shooter on the Nature's Prophet, probably a signature hero, sitting there looking at a Faceless Void with about 50 HP. Pause 4, you've got Code Line. Usually this guy... hasn't he been playing Pause 5? Yeah, he's been playing Pause 5. Dark Ace been playing.
They have a TP. Okay. Nice.
Today. See.
Yeah, it's a Prophet. Yep. Pretty good actually. Like that. Looter draws first blood twice.
Yep. Draws 2 instances of first blood. I can tell you this much. I think with how New Obs likes to play these lanes, I feel like Looter is just... like, this is almost a super effective matchup just on playstyle. New Obs likes to play very defensively. He likes to play behind the line as much as he can. He likes to get as many pulls as he can, right? New Obs likes to run a safe lane that's very, very D in nature. But that's going to be pretty hard to do against a Nature's Prophet, a bad lane. You know, if he tries to get too defensive, he tries to get too far back, then what just happened to him here is just going to happen.
They just run under the tower and kill you. Yeah.
Anyway, so usually the code lines have been paused for today's pause 5, or today's 5, today's pause 4. On the other side of it, Dark Ace usually pause 4 today. He's pause 5. Meanwhile, on the other, go on.
Oh no, it makes sense. Range and I mean melee lane, so That's why they switch pause. And I think their offlane, both offlane should be aggressive, right? The Jakiro, what's this guy? Shaker, that's a strong lane. And then you have a Natures and Abaddon. That's pretty strong lane too, so. And both safe lane are weak too with Witch Doctor and Faceless
Plus you-
Void. Yeah.
You definitely feel kind of sad as an offlaner if you haven't killed Ember by level 6. Like if he gets 6 without dying, it's probably a failure.
That should help.
I will say, it is definitely an easier lane for Abaddon in particular to be up here than in the safe lane, I think. Like, Abaddon just completely snuffs out anything Witch Doctor does to a much greater degree than he does to Kiro. I mean, just totally makes him not a hero, basically. And Faceless Void, well, that silence on Curse of Avernus when he does get it, if he gets it anyway. That Curse of Avernus silence makes laning just a bit of a headache for Void if he gets, you know, it's not even that he gets hit with it, it's just that the threat of him getting hit with it makes it such an issue.
And Nature's Prophet right click too, right? His first kill on Faceless Void, so if Nature's Prophet
first kill on Witch Doctor, Faceless Void didn't die.
yeah. I mean, he's not line is not skilling the Avernus. So.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Anyway, on the other side of the coin, over here on the Brothers against NATO, you have Kami, who's very dead looking. Not dead looking, but dying looking, rather. Pause 1, Faceless Void, captain of the team. Formerly they're mid, I guess they're just not doing that anymore. Pause 2, you've got Maniac. I did not expect to see him here. Okay, Maniac here at mid on the Lina. Pause 3, you've got Zook standing in for Luth on that Earthshaker. Pause 4, Coffee Cat on the Jakiro. And pause 5, new obs on the Witch Doctor. I didn't even really process this. It's not like there was really anywhere else for Lina to go, but yeah, Maniac, the mid on this team. Interesting stuff. I guess Kami got tired of that. Earthshaker looking...
Okay. Oh, looter.
He kind of
man.
TP'd in the wrong spot to kill the Earthshaker, but Jakiro certainly did.
All lives must end.
They're gonna try and go in deep here for Abaddon, but he's just gonna hit shield and walk away.
Looter's back, so.
Yep.
No
Even
danger here.
if there was a hope to actually knock out Abaddon here, that's certainly gone when Furion shows back up.
I'm surprised BlueJay's doing good in this lane, honestly. When you have like Jakiro and Earthshaker.
Yeah,
That's a very
Hero
aggressive lane.
Earthshaker and no Flame Guard to boot. He's
Yeah,
going
that-
all offensive here. I think part of that is... Oof.
Oh, unfortunate.
I think part of that is the power of Rubik. Honestly, the Rubik here is doing them a lot of good. Kami just went down while we're watching this.
Yeah, Jopa went up.
He
Nope.
needs to commit. He's already
Dies at
dead.
a tower. If only Ember Spirit had a magic stick, life would be different right now.
Is under attack.
One charge, and and he would have been able to get the Jakiro there. Void, anyway, as I was saying, knocked out at top. Not really
Yeah.
sure how that went down. A little too
Jopa
late
came
to
up here.
back. Yep.
I think top lane is done, so. I mean, they don't have kill potential top, so. Until Witch Doctor is 6, that's gonna be a while. Even though Faceless Void 6, I don't think they can kill anybody there.
Well, Void's not even 6, yeah. He's still just level 4 himself. He's down on levels compared to Looter, which is a little unfortunate considering Looter had earlier went on a expedition to bot lane.
He got the first blood and kill at the bot lane, and then TP top. Oh, there's 3 of them.
There's a Rubik here, yeah.
It's gotta be basically a guaranteed kill for, Okay, I think Kami... No, he's fine. He's got that Quelling Blade.
It's a
Do you
cool
even
play.
do to
Lift
use it?
him behind the treants.
Rubik just directly dropping Witch Doctor into Looter's mouth there.
Very hard to play Faces Void now here. I mean, against a Nature's Prophet.
Kind of the Witch Doctor as well is kind of a rough support to have here. In that, you know, even if it wasn't for the fact that he just gets completely nullified by the Abaddon, you know, the fact that Looter can just ruin Witch Doctor's thumb just by summoning Treants, basically, does not really help matters here.
Fall, my friend.
So far, 8 minutes into lane phase. It's been rather slow. You know, 4-1, but by this season's standards, that's a pretty slow game.
I mean, they
Actually,
already took up, so.
Dire's
Yep.
middle tower is under attack.
We should see Puck now. I think it's level 6, right? That'll be nice.
Oh, okay.
Goodbye, Rubik.
We are king.
Yeah, it just gets deleted. BlueJay. It's level 6. That was
But
kind of a
didn't actually
little bit,
have enough
but
mana to get out there.
it's okay. Oh man,
Lena does
whole
not have
crew's here.
anything to get rid of the tree jail. Joba trying
Oh, no?
very hard to
Yeah.
get rid of Lena here. Lena actually still having to back out. She's getting assassinated by Treants. She had to stun the Treant!
Alright, kind of funny.
She had
That thing.
the LSA the Treant did not die, and then Rubik just randomly kills her.
Fable, yeah.
That's a good kill for Faces Void. He's so behind.
Yep.
Ganker with
no.
ult, maybe? No.
He does have
my-
it, but now is certainly not the time to use it.
That damage? It's already half.
Rubik just dual breaths right back.
Emberkin, there we go.
Ember's done letting Jakiro live, and
Very
it
nice.
seems he's done letting this safe lane live in general. You can see, I think, as a just straight fact at this point, that the Ganker x Ganker lineup has just won this lane phase in no uncertain terms. Everybody's doing better than their counterpart, and some of these VIPs are pretty far behind.
Unfortunately, Witch Doctor's gonna be assassinated.
This is the problem too, like, they can just run at you.
Tower is under attack.
What can you
Yeah, I
do?
mean,
They can
the
just-
Abaddon can kind of enable a lot of dive.
Are fortified.
Yep. And still just keep the Witch Doctor just out of things.
Radiant's top tower.
Kami is having some fun fighting.
Dire's middle
Oh my
tower is
god,
under
no,
Don't
bro!
die.
Okay.
It's fine. Time walks.
I think he comes back.
He knew what he
What?
was doing, you know?
No,
Where's-
he's not. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. No.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know where his bashes are. It's kind of unfortunate.
Radiant's
There's
top
one.
Oh, it's level 1.
is under
Okay,
attack.
that's why.
He's dead.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit.
Oh!
Very difficult. Okay.
Well-
It's very difficult to jungle as a void with max time walk. It's a little unfortunate. What can you do?
It's even more difficult to
hard.
jungle as Void when Puck's in your jungle.
This game's really hard for Kami because he lost his tower super early, so they can kind of run into this area.
And
I think you have to.
he can't go anywhere too. I mean, if he go bottom, Ember's just gonna fuck him up. So
Yep.
he has
Mid
no
is
farm.
constantly contested. Jungle is dangerous because you lost your tower. It's really difficult.
Dire's bottom tower
I'll be back.
is under attack.
Abaddon coming in from the back here.
Yep.
Just scaring Lena out of this place. Doesn't really look like he wants a fight, but the brothers against NATO, you kind of
Kami dead again?
hungry. Wow,
Yes,
died
sir.
in Chrono. That is. Kami has got to be crying his eyes out. The man adjusted his lineup. He redid his lineup for this game, and this is what's happening to him.
I mean, it's a hard game. I don't know. Seems kind of impossible to play
Dire's top tower is
from
under
my
attack.
eyes as a puzzle player. Like, where do you go, right? Like, literally every source of farm on the map is contested, and you usually lose.
Yeah, it really is just going to have to be like, you know, you're just going to have to do the pages special. You're just going to have to, like, find a support who's willing to just sit sort of close to you and just eat
Dire
whatever
are
comes
standing.
in. Like, just have Coffee Cat, like,
Radiant's bottom
continually
tower is under
on
attack.
Void Seals. I never finished the rundown. Coffee Cat, formerly Pause 1, now playing the Pause 4. There we go, that's the one I missed, I think.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh,
Earth
looter.
Shaker gonna go down.
Not rise in my presence.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is
Every
very
single
difficult.
Feels like every single time one of the cores on Brother against NATO shows their face at all, they just get immediately eliminated.
Go run it, yeah. They have a gank squad. That's what you do, right, with these heroes with this incredible reach, like Puck, Ember, Nature's Prophet. If you see a core on the map, you can have all those heroes run at them.
And really, let's not knock out the supports here, right? Abaddon actually has yet to get Chrism Avernus, but Abaddon can very easily, as he said earlier, just help a core keep the confidence, keep the pressure running, bail them out if things go bad, which is an insurance policy that they can use to go further in, right? The Rubik, you know, the cast range on the Rubik Bag of Tricks is deceptively long, and there's a lot of stuff that actually can really help him out in terms of the long reach, in terms of the longer range combat on the enemy team as well for him to steal. You know, the Ice Path, the Dual Breath, the Macropire, the Fissure, as you mentioned earlier. Skills like the Cask for Witch Doctor.
Yep.
Oh,
You
Jakiro's
just
just
delete the
gonna
Jakiro from the map.
randomly die in jungle while this push down of bot's happening. Everybody on the Brothers Against NATO just kind of posturing like they were going to defend that tower and ultimately deciding not to do so. Earthshaker's really almost playing with fire, trying to hide in the jungle here against a team with a
Interesting.
Nature's Prophet on it. He's choosing to kind of just go all in on Enchant Totem, just wants to right-click people, doesn't care what happens next.
It's a core shaker, gonna have to.
Dire's bottom
Speaking
tower.
of shaker,
Yeah, one-man puck ult on the Earthshaker. I don't know, at this point in the game, that's necessarily worth it, I gotta say.
oh, Chronosphere.
Chronosphere solo on the puck.
Rubik
Rubik
has
actually takes it
Chronos.
for himself.
Can't do anything with this. Okay, Kemi's getting some kills.
Swing and a miss on the LSA. Rubik drops the
Keeps it open
Chronosphere just to keep Maniac out of the affairs.
He's about to die anyway, right? So,
Rubik tries to get the Pine Cones to kill, and they will not work with him here. Abaddon missed basically that entire fight. Ember did as well, though, you know, given he's a pause one on that team, that does make some sense, I do gotta say. Doesn't necessarily feel like that was probably one for Abaddon to take a powder on.
triple kill for Kami. Very nice.
Yep. Getting him finally back on the board, getting him going somewhere in this game where so far it's just been nothing but dark spots for him, it feels like. Witch Doctor getting stunned by the stupid Ogre
Radiant's
Bruiser.
bottom tower
The
is under
anti-AFK.
attack.
And now he's going to get killed by the entire enemy team,
He's
basically.
gonna get stunned by life, yeah.
Okay, that was a super not worth the Dream Coil, like.
That's fine. It's a short-ish cooldown. Doesn't matter.
She's gonna completely pull out, outside of Puck in particular, gonna pull out from this top T2 push, it seems.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
back. Not bad.
It's a very
Oh,
long range ice path from Rubik there.
So you missed Kami getting a triple kill.
Yep. Looter TP's in behind the T2 tower to just eat
Dire's top tower is under attack.
the fellows back there.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Dire structures have been fortified, but I would be shocked if it actually saved this tower.
Nah, it's gonna die.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, hey, there could be a miracle. Or the Radiant team rather, could just not take it for no reason.
Dire's top
That
tower
has
Miracle's not in
happened
this league.
sometimes. What's that now?
5-man chrono.
Said Miracle's not in this league.
Hey, could be. I mean, there was a person in this league who could have beat him in Dota 1, so you know.
Oh, that's true.
Pipe
I'm
events
surprised.
pick up by the nation.
Yeah, I'm surprised on that build. I thought it's gonna build like a damage build on Nature's. I guess not.
Guess he doesn't need to. Pipe's very interesting. I think he's just specifically looking to rid Earthshaker as a
Sugar Luna, yeah.
They're all magic damage
source
right
of
now.
damage,
So.
yeah, all Lena has is the magic
Oh.
damage right now. Yeah.
is under attack.
That's a
Follow
big
up.
Chrono Sphere.
With no follow up.
Well, it had a little follow-up, it's just not follow up on the right people. The Lena ult came out on the Rubik rather than the Puck for some reason.
Oh wait, he's gonna live. Oh,
And
he's
Puck's gonna
live.
blink
Still
out.
alive.
Dire's top
They have
tower
TP.
is under
Okay, yes it does.
Don't take that magnitude with me.
That seems to me like a little bit of communication issues going on, like hitting the Rubik instead of the
Fuck.
puck, just letting the
Yeah.
puck get away from that. Just I don't know.
I
I don't
didn't
know.
see what spell he had. Maybe he had like a super deadly spell or something.
No, it was Ember. They killed Ember. The Rubik.
Rubik probably didn't kill Ember. But no, the LSA went out on the LSA
No, I mean
went
the
out on
blade.
Rubik and Ember died separately from it.
Oh, he died separately.
Yeah. Well, not from it, but from unrelated factors.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Void is there now. He's the second with network.
Radiant's
Highest
bottom
network.
tower has
Yep.
fallen.
He is doing a good job clawing his way back to having something that looks like a game at this point. He's had
Yeah,
two
wha-
pretty solid chronos so far.
One good chrono can change this game, so.
I can, for sure. And Void outskills Ember, so.
Oh my god.
Presumably a pity.
Yeah, the price you pay for a D-Ward.
What does Shaker have?
What does a Shaker have? Besides a bunch of points in W and E, not much, just kind of blink. And that's it. Oh, blink and shard.
It's like a support now, so.
Yep.
Here I am.
He's not really that far behind the rest of the curve as far as the money goes.
I think
So
he
it's a
will
smart
behind
like
now.
build, but-
I think he will behind now. I think he's not farming anymore,
Yes.
kinda. So.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Trying to clear up space, I suppose, for the Faceless Void. I do like how you say he's not farming anymore, and then I cut to him doing a camp.
He's farming shitty jungle creeps, right? It's like
Yeah.
50% of lane creeps. He's not gonna get anything from that.
Regeneration.
He's gonna get a Batten. Yeah, a lot's gonna fall on a Batten here during his warding mission. They're gonna kind of use all their stuns on him before borrowed time, though, so he's just gonna get away for free. Kiro is not going to be so lucky.
Good ice path, but he's not.
Oh,
Batten actually didn't go
Crosser.
down outside there.
oh, the good chrono.
Yep, just completely decimates the Rubik.
They
The
don't wanna hit
one-man
puck for
Echo
some
Slam.
reason.
One-man Echo Slam does not do anything to the puck, though.
Oh
And
man.
the Ember Spirit just takes him down.
The slide. The lot of damage.
And he hit Rubik instead of Puck in the chrono.
Get out.
What can you do?
Yeah, it's very interesting there. I think it's because Puck was sitting there. When Puck was in Chrono, Puck was still at like full HP. Void, I suppose, didn't think he could get Puck there, just decided to go for the kill he knew he could get. To try and get the use out
That's
of
right, I
it.
guess.
It's funny too. He went BKB inside the chrono. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, BKB inside the chrono, when really the only people you need to BKB for are in the chrono. That is
Dire's bottom
interesting.
tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
It's like, I don't know, do you like... I think you can like wait on the BKB on Faceless Void this
Dire's
game,
middle
right?
tower
Like,
is under attack.
the worst thing that can happen to you is like a telekinesis. Like, if you get silenced in the chronosphere, what really happened? Like, nothing, basically,
There's
right?
Puck too, I guess. But
I mean,
Puck
he's
until
doing.
X.
He's really doing good on Chronosphere. It's just a follow up. There's no follow up always. I mean,
He
yeah,
doesn't have
Faceless-
any real damage to speak of himself.
yeah.
So, at this point in the game, he can't get anything done himself. And what I'm saying, it's like...
Because the supports are the follow up for Chrono, and the supports usually are getting gone on and dying. So
Or
it's a
behind,
little
yeah.
unfortunate.
Void is not enough. So
Dire
never,
are scanned.
we never seen the Chrono with Witch Doctor ult. So
Never seen it with Macropyre either.
Yeah, because usually they're either behind or dying. It's quite unfortunate.
Abaddon takes it, pays for this Roche with his ult.
no Chrono. They're just gonna run. Oh, BKB. Fisher
Oh,
block.
good
Nice.
Fisher.
Good Fisher. Splits up this fight. Makes this nasty little encounter in the jungle a lot nicer than it could have been. For the brothers against NATO, that is. Not very nice for Ganker x Ganker, but that's the price you pay.
It's gonna be hard now for the Dire because they can just like I don't know, just that like how do you say it? Like continuous damage, so you can just like slide and then fuck blink with the second skill, first skill, and then come back again until they die, something like that. So
And
Right.
notably, outside of Earthshaker, who has been giving the other cores a lot of space, both of the other cores on the Brothers Against NATO are building super defensively. You know, the only damage item that Lena has is a Falcon Blade, and that's magic or physical damage, right? Unless you want to count the 24 damage that you get out of BKB, which I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give that even less respect than I'm giving the Falcon Blade, honestly. The Void has like just a Maelstrom, and that is it.
they have enough magic damage inside the Chrono. So
Right.
They do, they just have to get it out.
Well,
I
the
mean,
problem is they have enough magic damage inside the Chrono to kill Ember Spirit once. It is going to be a very tall order to kill him twice.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what you have to consider as an Aegis against a Void lineup. Like,
And really, it's actually kind of worse than that, because it's like, okay, so for starters, you're not going to double kill the Ember Spirit. That's just not on the list. You can't do anything to Abaddon in the Chronosphere. He's just going to go ding. Puck is not going to be usually positioning in fights where the Chronosphere is going to matter at all. Nature's Prophet is most certainly not going to be positioning himself in fights in places where the Chrono matters, but he's going to be positioning himself right in front of that stupid ogre again. You know, so like in the best possible Chrono you really can get in this game, basically, it's like you might get a situation where you get both the Ember Spirit and like the Rubik in the Chronosphere. That's like the two, like the best impossible.
oh, what the hell?
oh no, Lotus Sphere.
That's
Oh, he didn't
That-
know that Puck can still
that.
first kill.
Yeah, I mean, you can,
Dire's
The
bottom
face
tower
shift,
is
yeah.
under attack.
yeah, you can jaunt inside Chrono, unfortunate.
Ooh, 4-man coil, let's go.
And now
That's
the
a
brothers
deadly
against
coil.
NATO are just all gonna die. They're gonna take Puck down for this. And the Ember Aegis. Okay, where the hell is everybody else? Like, alright. Immediate
Oh.
BKB pop on the Ember here. And Earthshaker just stands still and lets it happen to him. That man just gave the hell up.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I
That-
guess it's not bad. 3-4-2, and they killed Puck. I think the Witch Doctor ult, it went like max duration, so that's why they won. That
That was
fight.
such a weird fight. I don't even know what to make of what I just saw.
On one hand, it went max duration. On the other hand, it did a grand total of 693 damage. So.
That chrono was very cursed.
Yeah, that chrono wasn't good. Feels like the response to it on Ganker x Ganker had some problems too. Again, it feels like I'm watching rankings of a scrub game there, where it's like Ember Spirit is just so excited he wants to go in and fight. Nature's Prophet just wants to right-click towers. Faceless Void just wants to die again, so that's just what he's gonna do. Never mind, he's got a little too much backup here. That's kind of smart on Luda's part. Okay,
What?
goodbye.
Oh,
Yep,
Colonel.
Void dead after all.
What is he doing?
That did. Yeah. That to your orchid damage. Unfortunate.
The sacred grove awaits.
The Sacred Grove is going to await Nature's Prophet there.
I
But
mean, like you kind of saw there, right? Like a chrono would be excellent in that fight, but it wasn't up.
Yep.
I've
I
never
mean, hey,
seen Trigger.
in fairness, even if it was up, that was a surprise drop of the Orchid on Void's head when the BKB was down. So now Void certainly has a very good reason to have that BKB. If nothing else, that if he gets silenced at an awkward time like that, he's just gonna die every time that happens to him, basically.
Did their Trigger use Echo? I've never seen him use it. So.
It's got 3
He used
seconds
it
left
what?
up.
When?
He used it once as a one-man echo on a puck. That's the one I saw. I'm sure he's used it more, but
Yeah, he definitely used it in the chaos at the top T3. And he just kind of walks in front of the T3 and dies. Dude, it feels like Earthshaker is not even... I hate to say it, but I just want to make a small call-out post, alright? It really does not feel like Earthshaker is making an honest attempt at this point in the game, I don't know. He's just kind of walking forward and not using stuff.
That's like Randy's Earthshaker. So.
Yeah, that's true.
that's like my shaker. I mean, if I saw my void hit that chrono, I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I would play either.
You know, the sun comes up tomorrow morning, alright? You know, there's always going to be a next time. Until there's no more next time. But, you know, there's several next times to go through before we reach that point. Batten's got a full inventory of crap, so he better hope to Jesus nothing falls out of this jungle creep. Luckily, it's not a possibility for him right now. All their neutral items on the floor.
It's an ogre.
Oh,
Totem
God.
somewhere. What can you do?
Well, not in the Brothers against NATO base, there's that.
They have a chrono, so they can play right now.
I mean, there's smoke right now.
Well, they're gonna
It's
find
probably
for
not
this.
the target you want.
Yeah, Ruben.
Okay, unfortunate.
It's already not the target you want. It's sure as hell not the target you want if he's just gonna use your own jump to immediately dart away from you. This is a very appealing target, though.
Dire's middle
The
tower is
Chrono's
under
actually gonna land this time. Boy goes
Oh,
in very
He should
deep
be
on
dead.
this. Doesn't actually
Yeah.
even drop Chrono.
Dire's middle tower
Doesn't need
is
to.
under attack.
Very nice.
he used BKB though. And he TP away. Natures can kill him if you see him. Like, oh, this guy has no BKB, so.
Well, I mean, if Furion teleports too close to him, he's just gonna teleport right into Chronosphere, and that would be a
Yeah.
little fortunate.
But I mean, you kind of have to hit the orchid first, right? So. Doesn't have meta, it doesn't have a dispel, so he can die.
He's gonna have Milner soon. Oh, BKB Earthshaker, let's go.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Rubik
Oh,
uses the
selfless.
self-telekinesis, yeah. Lots of salves just on the ground.
Bash?
Rubik
Bash?
just-
Oh my god, this made
Rubik
his
steals
face.
it.
Gabe, where's my bash?
And he has Aether Lens too, so it's longer than Faceless Void Time Walk.
Uses the infernal clock noise, and now we wait.
Wait.
Oh god, I hope that little dash is not when the game resumes. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, we
Oh
have to
my
wait.
god, that was like 10 minutes, guys! What the hell happened? Maniac's house burned down or something.
And it's life over Dota, you know?
It's true. OD dropped a meteor hammer right on his modem. There we go. That is
That's
one
so
of the that's one of the all-time longest pauses in LD2L right there. That was a legendary pause. God knows what happened to poor Maniac to force that out of him.
At least Dragon's not in this game.
It's probably looking for a guide in Lina. So.
You know what the saddest part is? He pauses the game for like 10 minutes. They're down 14k, and it really does not feel like they have much of a path at this point. Like,
A prize.
Never. Oh! What a god.
Rubik just gonna scout out what's going on there. Sees the smoke. Gets tipped by everybody.
I'm surprised Lina went Shadow Blade too. So
Did you think she was gonna do the magic damage build today?
no, it's better to get like the Dragon Lance, the Force Staff. What you call that? Hurricane Pike.
Hurricane
there we
Pike.
go.
Dragon
yeah.
Pike, yeah.
Yeah.
Or as we
Force Staff
call
is pretty good.
Or as we call it on the show, the Hurricane Harbor Pike.
And you can hit like long range in the chrono, so that's pretty good.
Remember,
Shadow
Spirit
Blade-
just finished Daedalus.
What the hell?
This Rubik's making so many plays with Time Walk. It's actually the funniest thing.
Yeah, Rubik's been having more fun with the Time Walk this game than Void has.
Like the smoke break was what a play, honestly.
Chad Move by Dark Ace.
Some A tier map awareness.
Well, some A tier they scanned that, so you know.
Well, you need map awareness to scan something, so.
Oh, Rose just buck up.
Yeah, Ball of Radiant gathering here to try and begin this ceremony, though.
BlueJay's
Good
here,
news,
so.
they found that Ogre Field Totem at some point. I scanned this out, but I mean, they're really.
You get
they
some
really
Echo
gotta
Chrono.
Hurry the hell up! They want to do
It's
anything here.
not being that fast. This could be dangerous.
It's warded, so they know.
Okay.
The only guy left in the actual Roche pit is just a Baden. Well, he's just gonna try and go in on his own
this
terms,
is-
but like,
What is he doing?
Oh. Interesting.
he just tried to use Chrono to finish it himself, but didn't
None
work.
of the damage.
He just kept hitting Roche when he went in.
That was really weird. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I understand what he was going for. If he actually had damage, that would have been a really interesting play. He just uses Chrono to ignore the rest of the fight and steal Roche under everybody's nose. In theory, that's really good. It's just he has literally no damage, so all he's got is a good idea. Ember Spear gonna get quite beat up by the Earthshaker here. But certainly turned around quite a bit from his stint like 10 minutes ago, where he was just like 2 lays in a row. He was just kind of standing around somewhere and just randomly died. Maybe the pause was to just give him a big pep talk. Get him back in the game.
Fallen to the Radiant.
Roche falls to the Radiant. Ember Spirit picks up the Aegis, picks up the Shard,
Seeds of fortune.
and is just gonna snack on that Shard himself, it looks like. It's just, yeah, there's just kind of gap between. He's going for Orkin now. That's just kind of like gap between fantasy and reality type gameplay there. Like,
It's a Mage Slayer, no, I'm not even working.
Tower is under attack.
yeah, but I mean, you're not gonna go Mage Slayer, right? If you're not just gonna.
In
go
the
for Bloodborne, rather,
full turn, yeah.
not Orkin.
But he's going Mage Slayer first, so. For the puck.
Dire's
imagine.
I mean, there's a lot of good things you do by silencing this enemy team, you know. Ember Spirit hates to be silenced. Furion hates to be silenced. The supports sure do. I mean, it's really 5 casters on this lineup. So, Hinorka definitely is good. It's just on the Void, not the Lina, is the interesting part here. Void's about to get himself silenced by Curse of Avernus. Never mind, he's gonna get out the last second. Make sure that doesn't happen.
Oh my god.
The Rubik.
Okay, Ember Spirit just took off. Just lost about half of his HP there.
They're trying to kill the Abaddon and then they're just dying. Oh,
The
pause.
zero-man Echo Slam!
The dodge. BlueJay.
Rubik
closer.
responds in kind with his own zero-man Echo Slam. Faceless Void just got totally buried in the Chrono. He is going to get out of it, but I mean, the Chrono just went to total waste, basically. Ganker x Ganker would be fools to pull out at this point.
Yeah, they could just mega this. They know there's no chrono.
Yep. There's no Chrono. Void is exhausted basically everything he has.
There's no chrono, there's no echo. I mean,
There's not even Laguna Blade. Well, there will be in 8 seconds, but you know.
there's no echo since 0 minutes, so it's fine.
I pray.
BKB TP out on the Nature's Prophet. Yeah, she decides to play it a little slow here.
Just look at the network. Like, I don't know what Void will do here, and Lina.
Well,
Just
I
so
know what
I'm-
Void will do here. He'll walk just 2-4 forward and die.
And he got 2.
10k down.
Just
for
rub it
the
as
Nature's
8k
Prophet.
gold. Oh my god.
Nature's Prophet 10k above the Faceless Void and the Lana, who are at basically the same level. Ember Spirit 8k above. Puck 6k. That's above anyone on the Dyer's core line.
Dire structures are fortified.
It's a 26 grand net worth advantage. Think about all the things you could buy with 26 grand. Manoy, what would you buy with $26,000?
Battle Pass, bro. All of it. Let's go.
Alright.
Probably every battle pass in the last 10 years of that money, man.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Or just better
Did
than
like 20 years of Dota Plus.
yeah. And Dota Plus 2, yeah. Or just bet it to LGD TI champ. Let's go.
Damn, bro.
Just find some random Russian league to bet all your money in. There you go.
And get scammed.
Yeah. Get a bounce and check. It's your prize money.
Has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
So,
Dire's
Megas.
middle barracks has fallen.
And yep, the megas have gone up.
Radiant now have
Everyone on the Dire is back. But I don't know, I don't think this Dire can coexist with megas. This is
Oh,
a good
fuck.
chrono.
There we go. The use of Witch Doctor.
First time.
But he didn't die.
And he's not even gonna die? Oh my
live.
god, no.
Puck live.
First time.
Puck live. Void died.
The first time you actually get follow up on Chrono and he doesn't even die. That's I'm pouring one out for that.
It's a sad day in Kami City.
I perked Dark Ace up a little bit. The MVP of this game.
middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
There you go. It's gonna hit that ancient.
GG.
Dire's ancient.
Now he's gonna hit that Earthshaker.
Oh, the BKB.
Now he's gonna hit that Ancient.
Dire's ancient is under attack.
And down it goes.
Easy game, very nice.
Kami
Very
calls the G's,
easy.
not 1 second too late.
Oh.
And finally, after a long series of lump tanking, I mean, in fairness, they have that week 3 game that I have to do tonight as well, where they, like everybody else, went 1-1. But, you know, let's just pretend that never happened. After many, many weeks of just taking lump after lump, Ganker x Ganker have finally found their way to a nice, solid, good, clean win here. The screwing with the lanes here, I think it definitely... The decision to swap out the lanes here, and it might be temporary, it might be a full-time thing, I don't know. But the decision to send Line 4 on Abaddon and Dark Ace 5 on the Rubik, I think paid off in a very big way in this particular match. It paid off very early, and it just never stopped paying out, basically. Faceless Void's lane was so bad that he was basically a big angry melee creep that could make you stop and look at him for like 30 minutes of this game. And even at the very end, he's just so far behind anyone on the enemy team that he basically, despite all of his efforts, and there were definitely some good efforts made, the lane was just so catastrophically bad for Void. He just kind of fell off the face of the universe. And the follow-up to lane phase definitely didn't help those matters. I think the Ember Spirit Pause 1 experiment definitely worked out for them well here. The puck at mid was just a very strong power pick, and that's really all you can say to it at the end of the day. It's really all I can say to this game is...
level 30 puck.
Yep. Got a level 30 puck. I do think a lot of this kind of starts at the draft. A lot of this starts with the lanes. If there is one thing I will say about the GXG lineup in this game in particular, it's not the GXG, the Brothers Against NATO is, hey, if lanes were going so bad, why didn't we do anything about that, really? There wasn't really any rotations from mid. There was like one time when I think, no, there wasn't actually, because that was Rubik that did that. So no, yeah, there wasn't any kind of rotation, there wasn't any kind of like response to that. Definitely, I can tell you this much, if anybody from Brothers Against NATO is listening, if that happens to you in the future, just don't let that, like, transpire that way. You gotta react to it, you can't just roll over and let it happen. And speaking of which, we'll be rolling right over into next game now.